Lost Years Pod. Running through this show called Boy Meets World is what we're doing. Syd and Tay are your friends who will always stand by you. It's the Lost Years Pod.
Hello and welcome to The Lost Years, a retrospective fancast. I'm Syd.
I'm Tay.
And welcome to the second episode.
Yay.
You've made it this far. Congratulations.
Thanks for coming back.
I guess this means you liked it.
That's nice. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, we're excited to be back. Still watching the show you know and love, Boy Meets World.
My favorite show of all time.
Wow, bold claim.
I just love it so much. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
No. It's literally, there's nothing wrong. I wouldn't say it's a perfect show. Like, there are very few shows that I think are perfect. I mentioned this in the first episode. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a perfect cartoon.
Yes.
I will be taking no criticisms. No comments at this time.
I know the way that I said it was just, there's nothing wrong with that. Sounded like there was a but coming afterwards, but there's not. It's a good show. It's a great show.
I love it.
That's why we're talking about it.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yes. Okay. So this episode aired October 1st, 1993.
Still not born yet.
I was also still not born yet. It's like a couple years before you're born, isn't it?
Yeah, 95.
All right, so we'll get there. I'm pretty sure at some point there is an episode that occurs on my birthday, so that'll be exciting.
Wow. Just for you.
Just for me.
They said Boy Meets World's going to be Tay's favorite show. We have to make one for Tay's birthday.
Just for me. So this episode's called On the Fence. The IMDb synopsis is: when Corey's parents don't give him the money to buy a water gun for the class water fight, he strikes a deal with Mr. Feeney to paint his shutters, and Feeney will give him the money for the gun. Corey rushes through the job, and an accident occurs.
Ooh.
That's ominous.
Does he die? Does someone die?
Does
it sounds like it.
With shutters? Who knows?
This show gets dark, episode 2.
It's just immediate tone change.
It immediately turns into a drama.
Yes, it's no more happy-go-lucky kid. This is a crime series going forward. No, so this episode is also the first appearance of Minkus, Stuart Minkus, the little nerd boy. And this is also the change of the third kid in the Sean Corey friend group combo. This kid always changes until episode 4. Because they originally wanted Corey to have 2 best friends, but the kids kept getting fired. So they just kept rotating the third kid out.
What happened? What happened to the first kid?
He's gone. They didn't like him anymore. But this kid in this episode is black. And he's hilarious. I don't know why they didn't keep him. I think he's so funny. Imagine if they'd had a black best friend growing up. Just lost possibilities. He was so cute.
This kid already cracked me up right from the beginning.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if it was just like how he was saying things. I loved him. I wish he would have stayed around.
But they kept rotating this kid. The cast in various panels have said that they called the chair that the third kid sat in in the lunchroom the deck chair. Because that kid never lasted. Every new episode. For 4 episodes, they had a new child sitting in that chair.
It's so sad. Imagine, I mean, the show was brand new, but imagine being that third kid. And, like, you come on for the next episode and you're like, it's my time to shine.
It's my time. This is my big break. The show is getting a lot of buzz. It's really popular. Like, I'm gonna...
Wow, 16.5 million viewers on that first one? Hell yeah, let's keep going. Fired after the first episode. Fired after the second episode. Fired apparently after the third episode.
Yep.
sad little child.
Okay, so let's get into this episode. We already kind of talked about it, but it's the cold open. They're in the cafeteria again. And the three kids are talking about which superhero they want to be their dad.
Batman. Of course.
Sees through walls, man. You can never get away with anything. I really like that line from Sean.
Here's a question. Why does Sean look so much older?
That's a great question. I actually don't know how much older he is than Corey when the show starts. I'm not sure.
He just looks like he doesn't belong with the other kids. And I don't know if it's the other kids look younger or he just looks older, but they definitely don't look the same age.
They definitely look younger than Sean. And Sean's voice is also like already dropped at that point. Like not super low, but like I'm pretty sure it doesn't change again until they are in high school.
Oh man.
Which is funny to me.
But yeah, isn't this where Minkus comes in, right?
Yes, they are talking about their new water guns. And Sean brings his out and shoots Minkus in the back with it. And there's some just really wild lines in this scene. The first one is, don't let Feeney see that. He'll shag it. Hello?
Hello, I'm
shag
11.
Was definitely a euphemism for sex at some point in, I want to say the 70s, but
I mean,
maybe after that.
Yeah, and it seems wild that the writers were like, heck yeah, we're going to...
This is absolutely what we should have this 11-year-old child say right now.
We like family-friendly content, also. We're getting dark and ominous this episode.
An accident happens. Another crazy line in the scene from Minkus, which I know was like trying to play off some movie that I've never seen, but it was a go ahead, make me wet. Like, Minkus, inappropriate.
I wrote that down as being like, what type of intro is this for a character?
For this... I think he had said maybe 2 words before that, and they were both out.
Yeah. And this is just the first thing that you really hear him say. He just looks so nerdy. He says this line, and then just brings out the biggest water gun.
The case is bigger than Minkus's, and it's oversized for the actual size of the water gun.
It's also...
Which is like
for a band instrument.
Yes, it's definitely for like a bassoon.
Tuba?
Am I thinking of the right band instrument? What's like the smaller tuba? It's literally that.
I was in orchestra.
Me too.
I only know the basic band instruments. I don't know things.
Yeah, I just know that it's like whatever the smaller version of the tuba was. That's definitely the instrument that went in that case. And they instead put a water gun that was like maybe a third of the size of the case itself in there. And they were like, this is fine. This will be fine.
Well, he brought out the water gun, and the whole time I was thinking, that's not that impressive because of the scale of the case. I thought it would have been this massive water gun.
It was a little bit of a letdown. You're right.
Bummer. But Corey didn't even have one, so that's a bigger bummer.
Yeah, the whole cafeteria just shooting him with water guns was hysterical to me. Like, that was extremely good for me. I was very much laughing because then Feeney comes in and Corey's just soaking wet at the water fountain, and he says, "Mr. Matthews, the water fountain is not a toy," and drinks from it in front of him.
I just love instantly blaming Corey for something he did not do.
Like, he bathed his entire body in the water fountain, Mr. Feeney. Are you sure that's what happened?
He took his one little water balloon and just said, yeah, I'm gonna go wild. All you need is one water balloon.
Yeah, so that's great. Then we get the intro, the credits, which we talked about last episode, so we won't get into that again.
Music gets me. It's just pure 90s.
And we get to the kitchen. Dad just gets home from work and is immediately off to fix something. I think he says, "Hi, honey, what's broken?"
Yeah, gender norms in full swing right at the beginning.
Yep.
Just mom's in the kitchen. Dad, go fix things.
Go. Here's a wrench. Fix some plumbing. And then Corey comes in and he's just complimenting his mom. And what is that, a dress? Got an out loud laugh from me. That was extremely funny. What is that, a dress?
Yeah, I loved the mom's response to that. It was just, what a lovely, insincere compliment. That part, I was like, I love this mom so much. All of her lines.
And Eric is also, he comes in, he says something like, it's weird how they always know. And Corey says, what is it, like an antenna? And Eric says, I don't know, none of them will let me look.
There are a lot of good back-to-back lines of just, this is fun.
this kitchen scene is honestly pretty gold from start to finish. I very much enjoy it. So Corey's trying to convince his mom to buy him this very expensive water gun by saying, what if there's a fire? And then Morgan is peak child. Why? And Corey's again too mean to his little sister, who is merely a child and precocious, and says, why is her leg, like he says something about his mom's leg being broken. Why is her leg broken? Because she tripped over your dead body. Like, come on, Corey.
I also I wrote down here, $50 for a water gun. What timeline is this?
Oh my god!
Because
I wrote down the exact same words. That's so funny. Literally $50 for a water gun in the 90s? Like, that's insane.
Thinking about the fact that I used to go to the movies for $1 in the 90s, how on earth?
I wouldn't pay $50 for a water gun now. Like,
no. Are there water guns that are $50 now?
I can't imagine a water gun paying $50 for a piece of plastic that shoots water.
No. The other line I have, not even a line, just an observation I wrote down. Corey in this episode, or in this scene, is wearing a flannel vest zip-up, and I want it.
Yeah, his outfit's really good.
It was like, again, it goes with all the clothes are too big in the 90s. This is just the fashion trends. But there's something about his outfit in particular in this scene. I thought, I would wear that now. I would like it now. I want to go
I would like that particular piece of clothing currently, please and thank you.
It's just interesting. I'm like, he took all my favorite things. He put them into one piece of clothing. Flannels, yeah. Vests, hell yeah. Zip-ups, sure.
Sure. Why not?
Everyone loves a good zip-up. We all need to stay cozy, but only a little bit, because it's a vest.
Gotta keep those arms free. You need the movement.
I need a warm chest.
Also, his dad fixing their entire bathroom, because I'm pretty sure the mom listed like the sink and the toilet were both broken. In the less than 5 minutes that the scene has been running is actually incredible. Really pays off that line at the end that we'll talk about. The bedroom scene, we switch immediately to the next scene. Bedroom scene. He asks Eric for money for the water gun. And it doesn't work, so he immediately goes back downstairs.
Really quick in and out transition. So you don't need
so fast. Breakneck speed this show has. I mean, it's only 22 minutes long, like I get it, but oh my goodness gracious.
They do pack a lot into 22 minutes for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. Just get to the point.
I think it's funny that Eric is just having so much trouble with this watch that apparently also has a video baseball mode. I'm trying to think of what watch in the 90s had that much. Like, I knew that the digital watches were like all techie, but I can't think of what that could have possibly been.
It's just funny thinking about tech, because I think about tech from childhood and it just is not fancy at all. So it's always funny to see.
Definitely. So that's a quick scene. They go back into the kitchen, presumably minutes later from the perspective of the show. And now the mom is talking about the kitchen sink not getting flow. So dad is fixing plumbing in the kitchen as Corey begs for a job at the market that his dad runs.
Don't do it, Corey. Don't get into jobs.
Not yet.
You have so much to do as a child.
So he's yelling at his dad because this kid's only mode is yelling, pretty much. He's yelling at his dad, asking him to fire someone. He says, "You're the manager. Fire somebody. Fire Eric." And he's just his dad is like complaining about having to fix things, about how like difficult it is to work at the market. And Corey says, Dad, nobody likes a whiner.
The audacity to speak to your parents that way at 11 years old.
11 years old. I really liked how he continues to yell, and his dad is just like encouraging him to be a kid. He says, I don't want to be a kid. I want to be able to afford stuff. And his dad says, so do I. And I just think that's so relatable.
I wrote down that line and that interaction in particular, just saying like, freaking preach.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
It's
Me
just,
too,
it is
Mr.
very
Matthews.
funny because, I mean, I again didn't watch the show growing up as a kid. I can imagine, like, if I was a child and watching it and relating to Corey and being like, yeah, no, this does suck. But it's really funny to be from the dad's perspective now, or just, like, an adult perspective.
Yeah.
And just thinking, like, yeah, no, this is relatable as heck. I love that they're a seemingly well-off family. That the dad's just, no, I agree.
They're like probably middle class, I would say.
Yeah.
They have like a pretty nice house, but the boys have to share a room.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's still rough out here. Like he's still like at the beginning of the scene, the dad was like talking about how he's like, remember the days before we had children, before we had a house, before we met. The wife is like, okay, kicks him as she's leaving. It's very good.
Is this where we go to the backyard?
Yeah, we're in the backyard with Feeney. This is the first instance of what is called the Feeney call.
Oh yeah.
Do you know about the Feeney call?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think that's one thing of the show that even though I had not watched it, everyone's pretty much quoted it or done it before.
I mean, this is the lightest version of it. He basically just goes to the backyard and says, "Hey, Mr. Feeney, what you doing?"
Yeah.
But when at the end of the show, when they do a montage, this is the first like Feeney call that they include.
Love it.
So he's he's talking to Mr. Feeney about trying to get some money. Well, he references his Edgar Allan Poe paper and calls him a major freakoid, which just so 90s.
Also, like, they're reading The Raven in 6th grade.
Yeah, in the 6th grade? I don't think I read The Raven in the 6th grade.
Yeah, I didn't believe that at all. Like, that and Romeo and Juliet, just back to back. I was like,
in the 6th grade?
I did not read those until high school and or after.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, some very adult themes just going on at that middle school.
And then he's asking Feeney to give him money in advance for shoveling his drive, potentially in the winter. And he says, "Cut me some slack, Mr. Feeney. I've been out of work for 11 years. Which is so good for me. I love that line. It's so funny. And he says it obviously in his yelling Corey way, because he only has 2 modes.
Super sincere kind of Corey, where he gets it, and then yelling mode.
Just literally yelling.
Here's an observation. They have the smallest fence between their yards.
Oh, shortest, smallest fence, yes.
Would not like that. There's no privacy. It threw me off because I was thinking, there's no way.
It's just a decorative fence. Like, it's not for anything.
Which is not great.
Just like a property line decorative fence.
It's so small. Like, Corey's way bigger than it, and he's only 11 and very short.
Yeah.
It's also, growing up would 100% be Corey, I feel. Or, like, obviously, because it's the kid. And now that I'm older, 100% Feeney. He's just taking care of his plants and just, like, wants to vibe outside and just grow everything.
Vibing. He's trying to have a moment of peace, pruning his roses. And this annoying child that he has to see all day, every day. He lives next door to him. That's
and
very
now
good. He's
asking for money.
He's asking for money. So Feeney offers him money to paint his shutters. And he says $5 per like, it's like 5 times 2 times 10 is the equation, and that ends up coming out. Which would be $80, or 5 times 2 times 8, sorry.
Yeah, because I love that Corey thinks, what is it, $58?
He said, what's that, like $58? And Feeney's like, yes, it's $58. Feeney's just chill with extorting this child.
Hey, he's outside of school. He's not teacher mode as of this moment. He doesn't have to get it right with him this time.
Yes, yeah, no, listen. He said you're worth every inch of that C+ in math, which is so sad. He didn't even ask anybody. He wasn't like, is this right? He was just like, yeah, $58. That's more money than he's ever seen. He's fine with it.
He hasn't worked for 11 years, Tay.
He needs the money. He's been out of work. So he paints his shutters. That's a montage. And then it goes straight into this second backyard scene where he gives Feeney the shutters back, and his dad notices that the fence has green stripes, which I feel like is not possible based on how the shutters were laying, but that's what like completely vertical green stripes.
Yeah, I think they made it seem like all of the shutters were like apart from each other too. Like the way that it was painted in the background. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that. That's not how paint works when you're just trying to cover it.
Simply not how paint works. So then his mom, there's like a scene change, but they're still in the backyard. And his mom comes out, and it's a pretty short scene, but they're talking about how the stripes are a problem. And he calls himself an idiot. And then his dad says, you're not an idiot, you're a kid. And he says, I'm a kidiot. So then we go into the fourth backyard scene. Lots of backyard scenes. He's painting the fence, and he tries to con his friends into helping him do it so he can finish faster, so he can go to the water war. And it works for a little bit, but they bail when he's not accommodating enough. He's like, I wouldn't go to the water war if you paid me, because I'm having too much fun painting this fence. And they almost immediately fall for it. They're like, why won't you get us in? Hey, that's not cool. But Minkus is there. Minkus is the smart one, and it's like, he's conning us. You want...
Corey can't get away with anything. Not with Minkus around.
Can't. He's not with Minkus. Minkus is too smart. So then there's they do end up helping him for a bit. He goes in because they're asking for dessert, and we get this short little insert scene where Morgan is trying to tie Eric's apron because he's late for work at the market. And so he has a quick back and forth with Eric where they complain about being adults. You want paper, you want plastic, you want blah, blah. I don't remember what Corey said, but I just remember that line from Eric. And then he goes back outside, and his friends bailed because he wasn't nice enough. He gave Minkus an ice cream bar, but he put dirt on it because Minkus wanted a Heath Bar Crunch, which is like very rude, Corey. Very rude. It's pretty rude.
I did love just jumping back inside when Morgan is just tying Eric's apron and just does not do anything. Eric was like, why'd you say that you could? She's like, wow.
She said something like, I believe in myself. Like, she literally just because she was like, I can do this, which I love. Like, good for her.
So cute. Yeah, a little cute fam.
Have self-confidence. So then Feeney comes out. Corey's alone trying to paint the fence. He complains about paint dripping on his flowers, and Corey collapses to the ground in exasperation. Again, and dramatics.
Only two things that Corey knows how to do.
Two modes. He's either listening or just being the most loud and dramatic he could possibly be. And his dad comes out to help him. He's talking to him about the fence. Mr. Feeney says something about like how his dad worked him to the bone from sunup to sundown. And Corey's dad comes out and says, I don't want you working anymore. Which is so sweet. And so then he tells him to go to the water war. He has the gun and he tells him to go. He says this line, which I love, was Corey says, isn't it my responsibility to paint the fence? And his dad says, I think it's your responsibility to stay 11 years old as long as you can.
That's such a nice line.
So sweet. So then he runs to the water war and he gets to play with his friends. And so we go to the next scene, and it's Corey coming back from the water war. He's soaking wet. He wrings his shirt over Eric's face, which is just horribly disgusting. Made me very upset. But Eric is lying on the bed, like, moaning in pain because he worked half of a shift, which is probably like, what, 4 hours max? I'm like, you need to relax. It is okay.
I know, whenever the scenes like that were happening, I had to remind myself, like, I don't know, he's in 10th grade. In high school, I would be, like, kind of annoyed, but at the same time, if you're gonna work, just work. You're, like, working at your dad's place and not even for, apparently, a full shift. Calm yourself.
Like, he said, I only worked half a shift today, and he was lying on his back and, like, with his eyes closed, literally not moving. Like, he was passed out from the strain of working for 4 hours.
It's too much.
But we get a lovely scene where Corey's like, Eric says something like, I don't know how Dad does it. And Corey says, like, what do you mean? And Eric is he's listing all the things that he does at his job. And then Corey looks out the window and sees his dad painting the fence for him. And Eric is like, in the middle of a sentence, he's like, it's like and then Corey says, it's like he's Superman. Superman's my dad.
Yeah, that was my favorite line.
And I'm like, I just cry.
It was my favorite line, I think, out of this entire episode. Because
it's extremely good.
It's so cheesy, but at the same time, it's just so adorable because
the payoff for it feels very earned.
Yeah.
Like, it feels very much deserved. It was a quick, like, one-off line at the beginning of the episode, but then we get all of this context of, like, seeing his dad, like, take care of his house and, like, how he runs this market, how he's complaining about how much work he does at the market. And then Eric comes home and says, I'm super tired. Our dad is mega tired. And then he comes home and he takes care of stuff at the house and also is raising 3 kids.
Yeah.
And just that little moment of appreciation for his dad is so sweet.
No, I do love it quite a bit. I think one of my favorite things that I've noticed, too, about this episode, last episode, too, but especially through this episode, is that the parents of this show are actually cool, and they're not the stereotypical dumb parents that a lot of sitcoms or just kind of TV shows have in general. I don't know if that's just because it's the past and they respected parents more or something with writing. I don't know what happened.
Honestly, possible.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's very straightforward and to the point of, like, we're working and we love you and we're going to help you. And that's really neat because not all families are also like that. So
it's really lovely.
It's cool to see it on TV and written in such a lovely way. And yeah, I don't know. This is another good episode.
It feels really honest too. I just, like, super love how, like you said, they're not like a stereotypical, like, dumb parent where they're just, like, letting their kids do whatever.
Right.
Like, you can tell that they're very involved, but also, like, very loving and supportive. I just really like that. It's lovely.
Yeah. Like, even when they do dumb things like paint the fence on accident, they're not extremely mad or, like, I don't know. It's just more like a teaching moment for them and not...
Yeah.
Not like, we're gonna severely punish you and make you do this. Like, just paint the fence and you're fine. And even then, they don't even do it fully. Yeah. So it's okay.
So then we get that dinner scene in the kitchen. The thing that I noticed, like, off the bat is their back door is just wide open. Like, why?
It's a hot day.
I guess it's a hot day. They did have a water war, so maybe it's like August, September. I don't know when. I guess it's technically October in this scene, but in theory, if the time lines up with, like, how the show was airing.
Yeah.
But it was just so weird to me that it was wide open. They're just, like, sitting in their kitchen.
I did love the scene in particular also, just because, you know, it's that moment of the show where Corey has learned something and is going to put it into practice, and gives his dad the little water gun as a reward.
He thanks his dad He thanks his dad for being his dad by letting him be a kid, which I think is really adorable. He says, you work all day, you come home, you do more work, and then you do my work. You're hogging all the work.
Witty Corey lines that are just funny. They're not intended to be mean. They're actually just funny.
They're just good. They're just fun. So then he gives his dad a water gun. They shoot his mom with the water gun. And then she's like, no water guns in the house. And he's like, maybe you wouldn't feel that way if you had one. So she gets so excited and she's like, oh, there's nothing there. And he says, what do you think? I'm made of money? And then they keep shooting each other or shooting them with a water gun, which is very cute. And then his whole family has a water war.
I do love that she just goes for the sink, though, and just gets the water. It's like everyone's just having fun. Everyone just wants to hang out.
There was a line that I didn't catch the first, 3 times I watched it, where Eric yells, I don't even have a gun. And Corey says, trade the stupid watch. Which is so fantastic.
Oh, man. It's so good.
Yeah, so then
I even love...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I love when they're even just fighting outside. And I think at this point, it's about to be the post-credit scene, right?
Yeah, this is the credit scene. They're still outside fighting.
And it's great when they're still out fighting. Feeney just runs into the back and is flipping out about his flowers. They're all just getting wet with water, Feeney. It's okay.
Yeah, they're flowers.
They need this.
It's okay.
It's not paint. It's just water. But
yeah, so Morgan's
Morgan's just my favorite.
She's trapped on the counter. She calls 911 because she can't get down. And she says, my parents are fighting and I can't get down. And she hears Mr. Feeney come out yelling and she says, they just shot the neighbors.
My favorite thing about just knowing how calling 911 works as a child is that the best thing is that because she called them, they have to come to the house.
Yeah.
If the parents didn't get on the phone and were like, no, it was just water.
Oh,
but
fine.
But that happened to me once where I had called them and then hung up because I got nervous because I didn't realize that anything would actually happen. And then a bunch of people showed up to our house and I was like, oh no.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I called 911 once while I was on a 3-way call with my friend, but we hung up immediately. Before it even rang. We just dialed 911 and then hung up, but we were both so nervous. This was 98, I'm pretty sure. Hey Syd, what was the lesson?
Superman's his dad.
Superman's his dad. Appreciating your parents.
Yeah. Being able to afford stuff is neat, but also appreciating the people that have helped you and or as a kid, helping yourself. That's something else as an adult. Then we become the dad. We understand how hard the dad works.
Yeah.
But
we become the dad.
But yeah, I don't know. Appreciate
the importance of hard work.
Yeah.
The importance of hard work, but also being a kid, staying a kid as long as you can.
Being a kid, being an adult is bad. Being a kid is great.
Rough out here.
Don't get acrylic paint on the flowers is lesson number 4.
No paint. Don't paint shutters on a fence.
Don't have a fence that's 2 feet tall.
The worst part about the fence thing is that they had a drop cloth because they show him with a drop cloth. So why didn't he just drape it over the fence?
He's not thinking.
Problem solved.
He's not his dad. He's just a kid.
He's 11.
He doesn't
know.
No
one taught him.
He doesn't know anything. He just wants to have a water gun and hang out with his buds. And Minkus, who's dressed as a banana.
I forgot about that. Oh god, they called him Banana Man. That was so funny. Oh man. Well, it brings us to the end of our second episode.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Gotta keep doing more of these. Listen if you like.
We'll be here next week with a third episode. You can follow us on all social medias at the Lost Years Pod. Not all socials, the important ones. Twitter and Instagram at the Lost Years Pod. You can email us, thelostyearspod@gmail.com.
Right, until next time, you're Tay.
You're Syd.
Just like it's always been.
What else do you need to know?